What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another episode of my Next Gen Career Mode. This is episode number 65, and we start today's episode off with a game against 1860 Munich here away at the Allianz Arena. Now, very shortly, funnily enough, I was thinking about doing 1860 Munich for this series and putting them in the poll. I said that there was a few German teams I was thinking of course, we chose Hertha Berlin. I was thinking about 1860 Munich, also Hamburg and Schalke as well, but we settled on Hertha Berlin, and we do take on 1860 Munich here in the German Cup quarter-final stage. And of course, this is our trophy. We're retaining it this year, or trying to retain it, and we take on 1860 Munich, the side that aren't in the top tier of German football, but the one below it. And well, to be honest, it almost got to a fantastic start in the 25th minute. We had a really good chance from the corner, but instead it got off to a bad one because Yashil, who went for a header, unfortunately stayed down and he's bruised his elbow. He'll only be out for a week or 2 weeks at the most, but even so, it's not nice to see him get injured straight away. And that is a real shame. But 1860 Munich must have been annoyed they injured the guy, because the replacement that came on was Lasogga. So yeah, I put him on the bench just in case I needed him. I didn't think I'd need to bring him on the first 30 minutes, but even so, Lasogga comes on and we get a bit more beef up top. But it was almost a home side who took the lead here in the 37th minute. A bit of calamitous defending by me, really. I failed to get the ball away, and the header at the far post by Osako went just wide the post and out for a goal kick. So still 0-0, but a very good early chance there for the home side. But in the 41st minute, we almost open the scoring as we go down the right-hand side with Eric Durm making his debut here since joining from Borussia Dortmund. He finds Omre Can. Can gets onto the ball here and plays it through to Lasogga. Lasogga turns his man. A great chance to the man off the bench, but unfortunately it's a really good save. See the shot power Lasogga put on that. Absolutely love it. Really good save by the goalkeeper though. And from the corner, Royce crosses the ball in towards Lasogga, and his header is cleared off the line. So it already was looking a lot more reliably than Yashil, as you expect, and unfortunately he was denied getting the opening goal of the game. But in the 45th minute, just before half time, the ball gets crossed into the box here. We failed to get the ball away properly, and eventually it's played down the left-hand side. Stark gets on the ball, rolls it through towards Ludwig. Ludwig plays it out wide towards the runner of Volt, who crosses the ball in. The far post, it's put in. Not sure how you pronounce that name. It's put in though, and it's unfortunately 1860 Munich who take the lead just before half-time. Now, there was only 2 minutes supposed to be added on in this game, but this goal came in the 51st minute. So that was 6 minutes worth of stoppage time when they scored that goal there. So quite unfortunate for us. But even so, it is 1860 Munich who get the opening goal of the game. In the 53rd minute, we try to respond. Herman goes through here, takes it round the last man and shoots, but unfortunately I wasn't really set properly, and the goalkeeper did pull off a really good save, but it was relatively routine. It is still 1-0, and in the 57th minute again we try and respond here. Volland ends up taking a tumble in the area, but as 1860 Munich give the ball away, it comes to Eric Durm. Durm finds Lasogga down the right hand side. Nice couple of skill moves to beat his man. He drills in across towards the far post, and Marco Royce, I have to say, the header was really weird, because the goalkeeper got the slightest of touches on it, but he could only deflect it past him and into the back of the net, and he probably should have saved it, to be honest. But even so, it is one apiece. We're back on level terms, and that's all I care about, to be honest. So we're back on level terms, very pleased. And directly from kickoff here, 1860 Munich go down the right hand side. Volts gets onto the ball and gets intercepted by Royce. We go on the run, a great chance for us to score our second goal in just a couple of minutes. Royce gets past his man with the Berber spin and shoots, but unfortunately I didn't really get hold of the shot, and it went harmlessly wide and out for a goal kick. But just a few minutes later, we had a free kick here. It's Zelalem who stands over it, and again I try and whip in one of those dangerous free kicks, and we succeed in doing so. Lasogga beats the man in the air, beats the goalkeeper with the header, and the man who came off the bench just in case we needed him. Well, we did indeed need him, didn't we? Very good header by the big beast Lasogga, and he makes it 1860 Munich 1, Hertha Berlin 2 with just under 20 minutes to go. So good header by Lasogga there, and like I said, I didn't plan on bringing him on in the first half an hour, but I guess we did need him with 20 minutes to go, so thankfully he was on the pitch, and he gets the goal there to make it 2-1, and surely we've completed the turnaround and should now be going through to the semi-finals of the German Cup. And we almost made it 3-1 in the 84th minute. Volland goes through 1-on-1, rounds the goalkeeper, and I was about to put the ball in with Herman there, but then the referee stopped play for a penalty, so I'm not going to complain about it. It's just that I probably would have scored. Even though it was a tight angle, I probably would have scored with Herman, but the referee gave a penalty. I'm not going to be mad because I'm 2-1 up, and I still fancy my chances of scoring from the spot, but even so, I would have preferred Herman to have the chance of scoring first. But still, penalty to Hertha Berlin. It's going to be our captain, Matthias Ginter, who stands over it, or Matthias Ginter, how you pronounce it, to take the penalty. Can the skipper score against the goalkeeper? Yes, he can. He sends the keeper the wrong way, gives him the eyes, and makes it 3-1 to Hertha Berlin. So any doubt of us going out now was completely eradicated. We were surely going through to the semi-finals, and as I've said, I'm not really that bothered about the German Cup. I'm never really bothered about the cup competitions in career mode unless they're European competitions, but even so, it's still nice to progress. You get a little bit of money each round, and you get experience for the youngsters that you put out there. And as you can see, we only had 2 or 3 first-team players starting this game, so it's a good competition to be involved in. But I wouldn't have been too disheartened had I gone out. But even so, I was still pleased knowing that we were going through to the semi-finals. But 1860 Munich did get themselves a goal back in the last couple of minutes. It was another header by, I'm going to try and pronounce that name, Stoppelkamp, is that how you pronounce that? Which Zieler probably should have saved in all honesty, but still, it was just to be a consolation goal. We still won the game by 3-2, and yeah, we are through. Oh, it was Hahn who got the goal. Stoppelkamp got the first one, but still, we got through to the semi-finals of the German Cup. We'll be taken on by Leverkusen in the semi-finals, and yeah, if we could retain this trophy, I'll be very pleased, because although it won't suck if we do go out in the semis or even lose in the final, retaining the trophy is always a nice thing to do, especially when you're only into 3 seasons in your stint in management. But anyway, following that, we saw that Yashil is going to be out for 8 days. Also, Jonathan Tah says he's happy that he gets in the team on a regular basis, and we also got 212 grand for qualifying for the semi-finals. And yeah, Jonathan Tah, side note, I have to say he's just like Yashil, but the centre-back version. He plays so much better than his overall suggests. He's only a 71 overall, but he plays so much better, like a 77, 78 centre-back. But anyway, we took on Finland for an international friendly here with the Netherlands as we gear up to Euro 2016, and we ended up losing it by 2-1, which is really surprising. No disrespect, but I thought we should have won that game relatively easy. Then we took on Mexico, and we did take the lead through Robin van Persie in the 31st minute. Pulido then equalised for Mexico in the 53rd minute before Memphis Depay made it 2-1 in the 67th minute, and we went on to win the game. So we won 1, we lost 1, and that was the 2 international friendlies. And yeah, Euro 2016 should be interesting. I'm relatively excited for it. It'll be interesting to see what I do in my first national tournament in this career mode, but the Netherlands squad isn't actually that good. It's a 4.5-star team. It's got some good individual players like Robben and Schneider and Van Persie, but the whole team on the whole is pretty weak, so I don't really imagine going on to win the thing, but it should be good fun to be involved in anyway. But we take on Schalke. That's at the end of the season, by the way. We take on Schalke for the second and final game of today's episode here at the Olympiastadion, and of course we faced Schalke in the first game of the season where we won it 2-0, and we laid down a marker really to show the teams that we can win the league this year if we do well enough. And well, to be honest, we take on Schalke. The first goal would actually be scored by the away side. It was Kevin Prince Boateng who gets it there, and unfortunately we are behind just 13 minutes in, and it's just the curse of the Olympiastadion. It keeps going on. Our form at home this year has just been so inconsistent. We lose some games, we win some games, we draw some games. Unlike the first 2 seasons when it's been a bit of a fortress for us, really, it's rare to get losses. Now it's, I think we've had more losses than wins this year at home, so unfortunately we do go behind early on. In the 24th minute we tried to respond, a couple of nice skill moves from Sydney Sam, Berber spin, then a heel-to-heel flick, but unfortunately the finish went just wide the post and out for a goal kick. And a few minutes later, once again, Schalke get on the ball and they try and extend the lead here as Jefferson Farfan gets onto the ball down the right hand side, plays a brilliant through ball into Salah, but thankfully Ter Stegen makes a brilliant save as he closes down the angle and keeps it at 1-0. So our goalkeeper bails us out there, and in the 45th minute here there was 5 minutes worth of added time, and as we get the ball to Andre Schürrle, he shoots and it's blocked. We keep the chance alive as Ginter makes a brilliant challenge here. It falls to Sydney Samuel, loads it to Marco Reus down the left hand side, fake shots around Uchida, crosses the ball in and finds Lasogga, who heads it past the goalkeeper and makes it 1 apiece. We're back on level terms on the stroke of half time, and again it's another stoppage time scorer here, this time Lasogga for us, and it is 1 apiece. So Lasogga gets the goal, and directly from kick-off Salah gives it to Kevin Prince Boateng, he plays it back to Salah. Salah offloads it to Barnetta, and the Swiss midfielder gives the ball away. Sydney Sam collects it and chips it over the top towards Sebastian Young, our right back. He goes down the right hand side, takes on his man, offloads it towards Andre Schürrle. Schürrle gets past his man, a lovely turn of agility by Schürrle, and he keeps on going with the fake shot and shoots. It hits the post, but thankfully Lasogga turns in the rebound, gets his second goal in just a few seconds, and it is Hertha Berlin to Schalke 1. And again, I'm a firm believer in, things balance themselves out eventually, and with this goal goal, it kind of proved it. We scored 2 goals in stoppage time, and I think this goal was actually scored after the 5 minutes added on time should have been awarded. So this would be in the 6th or 7th minute. So just like the first game, when time was allowed to be added on more than you would expect, and the 1860 minute got the goal, the same thing happened here with us. We got the goal when really half time probably should have been blown for already, but still it is 2-1, 2 stoppage time goals by Lasogga. He almost got his hat trick there in the 50th minute, but unfortunately his header went just over the bar. And in the 53rd minute, Schalke go down the left hand side. They keep hold of the ball. I don't want to lunge in and concede a free kick, but I should have done because they crossed the ball in. Farfan goes with a fantastic bicycle kick, but thankfully for us it goes just wide of the post and out for a goal kick. And in the 76th minute, you see Schalke get on the board again, trying to get themselves back on level terms. Boateng goes for goal. That would have been a wonderful goal there with the chest and volley, but thankfully he can't get his second goal of the game, and it goes out for a goal kick. And in the 82nd minute, we had a chance to make it 3-1. Ginter, our captain, our centre back, goes on a run, really nice run, finds Andre Schürrle down the left hand side here, but I completely messed up the finish. I put it into the side netting, went out for a goal kick, but we won the game by 2-1. That's fantastic, and we are now top of the table for the first time this season. But as always, guys, a big thank you for watching the video. I really hope you have enjoyed it. If you have enjoyed the episode, please leave a like because it's much appreciated. It really does help my channel out, and I'll see you for the next episode of Career Mode very soon.